So next, what is that Faraday first law? See, W directly proportional to Q. This is Faraday first law. W directly proportional to Q. The mass of the substance deposited at the electrodes is directly proportional to quantity of electric charge passed through the electrolytic solution. W directly proportional to Q. W is equal to Z into Q. But this Q is equal to I into T. So Z into IT. Since Q is equal to IT. Charge in coulombs is equal to current in amperes into time in seconds. W is equal to Z into IT. Next, W is equal to this Z is nothing but E by 96500 IT. W is equal to E by 96500 into IT. Mass of the substance deposited at the electrodes is equal to equivalent weight into equivalent weight of the element into current in amperes into time in seconds divided by 96500. This is for metallic elements. For gaseous means if the substance is deposited at the electrodes, we can use this formula. If the gas is liberated at the electrodes, suppose if we take molten sodium chloride, during the electrolysis of that molten sodium chloride, at cathode sodium metal will be deposited. At anode chlorine gas will be liberated. At cathodes sodium metal will be deposited. At anode chlorine gas will be liberated. So for gases, same formula we can write. V is equal to VE into IT by 96500. Means volume of the gas liberated at the electrodes is equal to equivalent volume of the gas. This I is current in amperes, T is time in seconds. So here V is equal to volume of the gas liberated. VE is equal to equivalent volume. This V is volume of the gas liberated. This V is equivalent volume of the gas. See, equivalent volume of the gas is nothing but, suppose if we take hydrogen gas. What is the atomic weight of hydrogen? Not molecular weight, atomic weight. Atomic weight of hydrogen is 1 gram. Atomic weight of hydrogen is 1 gram. Equivalent volume of hydrogen, V is equal to how much? 11.2 liters. See, we know that 2 grams of hydrogen gas occupies 22.4 liters. We know that 1 mole of any gas at STP conditions occupy 22.4 liters. 1 mole of any gas at STP conditions can occupy 22.4 liters. So 1 mole of hydrogen means 2 grams. 1 mole of hydrogen means its molecular mass 2 grams. 2 grams of hydrogen can occupy 22.4 liters. Then equivalent weight of hydrogen is 1. Then 1 gram can occupy how much? Half of this, 11.2 liters. 1 gram of hydrogen can occupy 11.2 liters. So which is nothing but equivalent volume of hydrogen. This V is equivalent volume. Suppose if we take chlorine molecular weight is 71 gram. Molecular weight is 71 grams. Chlorine gram molecular weight is 71 grams. Atomic weight is 35.5. Then for chlorine equivalent weight is equal to 35.5. Even atomic weight also 35.5. For chlorine, see, valence of chlorine is 1. We know that equivalent weight is equal to atomic weight by valency. Atomic weight is 35.5, valency is 1. Then equivalent weight and atomic weight both are same only. We know that 71 grams of chlorine can occupy 22.4 liters. Then its equivalent weight is 35.5. 35.5 grams of chlorine can occupy how much of the volume? Half of this 11.2 liters. So equivalent volume of chlorine is 11.2 liters. If we take oxygen, oxygen molecular weight is 32 gram, molecular weight is 32 grams. Oxygen atomic weight is 16 gram, atomic weight is 16 grams. Oxygen gram molecular weight is 32 grams. Oxygen gram atomic weight is 16 grams. Its equivalent weight is how much? Its equivalent weight is equal to atomic weight by valency. Atomic weight is 16. Oxygen valency is 2. Oxygen is 60 group element. Its valency is 2. 16 by 2, 8. Equivalent weight of oxygen is 8. Then what is the equivalent volume of oxygen? Equivalent volume of oxygen. We know that 32 grams of oxygen can occupy 22.4 liters. 32 grams of oxygen can occupy 22.4 liters. Then 8 grams of oxygen can occupy how many liters? This is 1 by 4th of 8 is 1 by 4th of this. Then 1 by 4th of this is 5.6. 5.6 liters. For metals, we can say that weight of the substance deposited. Weight of the substance deposited is equal to E80 by 96500. This is equivalent weight. For gases, volume of the gas liberated is equal to equivalent volume into IT by 96500. So W is equal to Z into Q is equal to, this Z is nothing but E by 96500 into Q. See, from this only I am writing like this. W is equal to Z into Q. W directly proportional to Q. W is equal to Z into Q. But this Z is equal to E by 96500. So W is equal to Z into Q is equal to E by 96500 into Q. See here, if Q is equal to 1, then we can write W1 by W2 is equal to Z1 by Z2 is equal to E1 by E2. If Q is equal to 1 coulomb, then W1 by W2 is equal to Z1 by Z2 is equal to E1 by E2. Weight ratio of the substances deposited is equal to, this Z is electrochemical equivalent. This is equivalent weight. That weight ratio is equal to electrochemical equivalence ratio is equal to their equivalent weights ratio. So next, 1 Faraday is equal to 96500 coulombs is equal to 1 mole of electrons. 1 Faraday is nothing but charge carried by 1 mole of electrons. 1 Faraday is nothing but charge carried by 1 mole of electrons. 1 Faraday is equal to this many coulombs. 96500 coulombs. 1 Faraday or this many coulombs or 1 mole of electrons will deposit 23 grams sodium. 1 Faraday will deposit 23 grams of sodium. 1 Faraday will deposit 1 equivalent weight of substance. Equivalent weight of sodium is 23 grams of sodium. 12 grams of magnesium, because equivalent weight of magnesium is 12. 9 grams of aluminium. For aluminium, equivalent weight is 9. Atomic weight by 3. Its atomic weight is 27. Aluminium atomic weight is 27. Its valency is 3. 27 by 3, 9. 108 grams silver. Atomic weight of silver is 108. Even equivalent weight also 108, because stable oxidation state of silver is 1 or valency of silver is 1. Next, 31.75 grams Copper. Copper atomic weight is 63.5. Copper oxidation number is +2. Cu +2. For copper, stable oxidation state is +2. 63.5 by 2 means 31.75 grams. Next, 32.25 grams. Zinc. For zinc, atomic weight is 65.5. Zinc oxidation number is +2. 65.5 by 2. 32.75. 32.75 grams of zinc. 1 Faraday will deposit 23 grams sodium, 12 grams magnesium, 9 grams aluminum, 108 grams silver, 31.75 grams of copper, 62.75 grams of silver, 1 gram of hydrogen. 1 gram of hydrogen. Equal volume of hydrogen is 11.2 liters. Hydrogen. 1 Faraday will deposit 1 gram or 11.2 liters of hydrogen. If you take chlorine, 35.5 grams chlorine or 11.2 liters chlorine. If you take oxygen, 8 grams oxygen, 8 grams or 5.6 liters oxygen. 1 Faraday will deposit this much of the substance. 1 Faraday or this many coulombs or 1 mole of electrons will deposit 1 equivalent of substance. See, to deposit 1 mole of monovalent ions. 1 mole of monovalent M plus. To deposit 1 mole of monovalent ions, how many Faraday's current is required? 1 Faraday will be required. Is equal to 96500 coulombs is required to deposit 1 mole of monovalent ions like Na plus, K plus, Ag plus, etc. To deposit 1 mole of monovalent ions, 1 Faraday will be required. To deposit 1 mole of divalent ions. 1 mole of divalent ions. How many Faradays will be required? To deposit 1 mole of divalent ions, 2 Faradays will be required. To deposit 1 mole of divalent ions, 2 Faradays. Example, Mg plus 2, Ca plus 2, Zn plus 2, Cu plus 2, etc. To deposit 1 mole of divalent ions, 2 Faradays will be required. So because here valency is 2, 1 Faraday will deposit 1 equivalent weight E. But here valency is 2. That's why 2 Faradays will be required. 1 Faraday will deposit only E amount of substance. To deposit its atomic weight of substance, 2 Faradays will be required. To deposit 1 mole of trivalent ions. To deposit 1 mole of trivalent M plus 3 ions. 3 Faradays will be required. To deposit 1 mole of trivalent ions, 3 Faradays will be required. Example, Al plus 3, Fe plus 3, etc. To deposit 1 mole of trivalent ions, 3 Faradays will be required. So in case of the trivalent ions, 1 Faraday will deposit E amount of substance. That E amount means its atomic weight by 3. Atomic weight by 3 amount of substance. Then to deposit atomic weight of substance, 3 Faradays will be required. These are the Faraday's laws. This is a very, very important concept. Faraday's laws problems are there. So many models are there. I'll explain some problems.